Hi guys. Okay. Well, let me just check that the volume's coming through. Pretty sure it will. It will be. Check just now, but just double check. Okay. Yep, that's coming through. Right. So Sunday check-in. First thing, thank you very much for joining me for Sunday check-in. I haven't done regular check-ins. I've tried to and always slipped up. However, this is the second one of the beginning series. So 2 down, 100 more to go, 98 more to go. All right, so I'm just going to check in with you guys next week on the second, Friday the 2nd in America. It'll be Saturday the 3rd in New Zealand. I am going to do my Bob Dub token holders meeting. And to do it, it's going to be at 9 p.m. I think Eastern Standard Time. So I'm just going to do that and catch you up on all the projects. Really want to tell you about the fundraising that we're doing. Not ask you for fundraising. I've got a specific targeted group. But to catch you up on that I'm doing some fundraising and yeah, olden days style. But still, maybe I'll still get there. So I've started that. I want to catch you up with what's going on, tell you where the project's at and where we're hoping to go with that, and all the sort of spin-off projects that are happening around that. Talk a little bit about Dude, Where's My Wallet? Yeah, and hopefully also we'll have bounties back up. And I'll be able to tell you about those. Okay, so that'll be next Friday, 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. if we can't make it. If we can't make it and you guys get back to me, then we'll change it to 8. Otherwise it'll be 9, right? So because I'm going to be going into that whole businessy side of it next week, today I wanted to just spend a little bit of time just saying some stuff. I think I told you guys that my son went into hospital for open heart surgery, and it was very scary and very traumatic. And I think I might have made a mistake and asked him some questions that he wasn't able to answer at the time, because he phoned me every day from the hospital after the surgery, and things went well, and then things didn't go well, and his heart didn't beat by itself, and they had to put a permanent pacemaker in, which is a bit of a shock because he's only 38, and so to have heart failure at 38, yeah. And I don't think that I've really acknowledged the seriousness of the condition, and I don't want to start crying here. So he and I have just backed away from each other, and we're sort of at this quiet place between us. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It feels like a bad thing to me, but guys are different from girls, and maybe he just needs some space, or I'm not sure. So that's just really on top of me a bit, and I haven't been able to deal with that. I did try to speak to him about warfarin and going on to warfarin, and suggest that there were things that could be alternatives. But the things that he looked up said that for his condition, that the warfarin was the only one. And I didn't want to push it, and things are difficult. Okay. So I'm really in limbo with that, and in great agony and soul searching, and feeling as if we've had a miscommunication again, and not knowing how to reach out. So, any prayers or thoughts or anything would be appreciated there, because And then an amazing thing happened. Suddenly, out of the blue, my eldest daughter phoned me and just said, I have to come back to New Zealand for some stuff and to do things and blah, 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 blah. And phew, here she was. And we met in the museum, and I wrote a poem about it. We had something to eat together and coffee, and we talked about our past a little bit, some things that had happened and stuff that was going on. And we laughed about the art exhibition, and we took photos, and we talked about climate change. Not about climate change itself, but about in view of the fact that climate changes over time, and we have a responsibility on this planet to do our best within the inhospitable conditions that we have on the planet. What are the most responsible decisions to make? And it was very interesting because she told me that she'd become a vegan a little while ago, and I didn't know that, but I didn't know. I mean, people say, "Oh, I'm doing a vegan diet," but she's stuck with it and actually has transitioned her body into a different way of intaking food. So we spoke about that for a little bit, and it was lovely. And so a lot of things have happened as a result of that. A lot of ripples and reverberations have happened for me. And the most significant one, and the thing that I'm really trying to get my head around, is that, I get a lot of stuff that comes. Like I've got a lot of messages and a lot of likes and a lot of emails and a lot of just digital junk mail. I have a lot of digital junk mail, and I don't look at it. It's just that I get it instead of not getting messages, And so the messages come, and I don't look at them. And one of the things I don't look at is what my brothers and sisters' children are doing, because I can never feel happy for them. I really want to feel happy for what's happening to my nieces and nephews, and I really want to have relationships with them so much. But it's just this pang of pain, that I'm having a relationship with them and not my kids. And it just seemed. And now that I've had this really good afternoon and visit to the museum with Bess and go through, just small talk, I suppose. I don't even know what it was. Chit chat. Our responsibilities as human beings on the planet, and what we should eat and how we should eat. And it was mommy and daughter stuff. I'm not going to be able to do this without crying. So I managed to look at some little videos that came in on Instagram for my nieces and nephews without having that terrible pain. And then, because of being so happy about that and thinking that I was doing so well, I've started unpacking Carly's boxes and disposing of them. Disposing of her goods. So I feel that I've taken a momentous step. I've taken some of her glasses, nice tumblers, upstairs. I've packed up the champagne and wine glasses and put them in a box with some linen that I'll take off down to the second-hand shop. And now it started raining again. So luckily I don't have to do any more for now. So just, really baby steps, and feel that the weather is giving me an excuse, if you like. So that's underway, a significant step for me to take. And the other thing that's great that I'm finding now in the wake of seeing Bessie and catching up and just reconnecting and not feeling I don't know, abandoned, not feeling abandoned, feeling connected. Yeah, I guess would be the positive way of framing that. Oh, wow. I knew it was going to be hard, though, to say these things. But then the really good news is that I have started tidying up my workspace. I have all my books here. I've started covering my books with different colored papers. I have some more papers there. So now I have these different colors of papers on my books like a schoolgirl. Right? But this is how I get organized in the way that I know. I guess when you're a teacher, you have all your lesson plans in your different books and you keep things in your different places. So I'm just falling back on the skills that I know. I've started tidying this up. I've tidied up some of the junk, got some of the books organized in the bookcase. And then been putting the roller strips into the hives so that I can get them over winter and not allow them to die, and care for them and be a good mommy to my bees. Be a good mommy to my bees. Okay, so I had to come and do this Sunday check-in. Thanks, guys, for helping me. And not getting impatient that I'm so slow, because I'm kind of impatient. I wish I could get it over with. But I can't, and I have to just drag myself through it and one step forward, two steps back the whole time. Yep. Okay, so that was my Sunday check-in. If it's not raining or snowing or flooding or something where you are, go ahead and have a Sunday walk or a Sunday commune with nature, and go ahead and claim the bounty. And if it's raining and you commune with nature on a different day, not Sunday, go ahead and claim the bounty. And hopefully Otto and I will get to the next level. He's going to let me show him how to put some bounties up and how to claim them, because it's really easy, but there's just a little couple of technical steps that you have to know about. So we're going to go over that on MintMe. And yeah, put my voiceover ones back up and my presentation and stuff back up, but just try and maybe do it for more aware and calculated amounts, instead of just pulling random numbers out of the air and putting them on the computer. Try and convert what I'm doing into a sort of a value and see, like, what am I doing? $10 worth? $50 worth? What? I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe it's 10 cents worth. Guys, thank you. Thank you for letting me come and tell you my stories. Thank you for caring and for loving me. And thank you, me, that I came and did this silly thing. This is the second Sunday in a row that I've pitched up and done it. So next time will be 3. I wonder how many thousand I can get to. How many thousand? I always looked at YouTube and all the guys that had done 1,400. This was like 3 or 4 years ago. They'd done 1,400 episodes, and I was like, oh, 1,400. Like, I mean, how many have they done now? And here I am. I'm back on 2. Is it possible? Can I do it, guys? Can I be consistent? Watch this space. Okay, but for now, I'm in the middle of doing the next Dude, Where's My Wallet episode. It's not really Dude, Where's My Wallet anymore. It's Dude, I'm making weird videos. So that should come out later today as well. So guys, thank you. I love you. And See you in the chat. Bye.